Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. You're watching Morning Live. It's time for our book slot now. Emma and Oliver have what it seems to be a love-hate relationship. It's very clear, however, that there is something bubbling between the two. Author Melissa Kate brings a serious element of fun in our offering It Had to Be You. She joins us from our Durban studios now. Melissa Kate, thank you very much for joining us. I try to give as little away as possible in my intro. For the benefit of our viewers, could you give us a brief synopsis on It Had to Be You?
Absolutely. So as you mentioned, Oliver and Emma, they were best of friends in their youth. However, when they were teenagers, Oliver suddenly pulled away from Emma, and he's never explained it to her, and she's always wondered what happened. But as they grew up, they grew to become frenemies. They don't quite hate each other, but they don't quite like each other either. There's always snarky banter. He's always having a dig at her, and that's just the element of their relationship. The book starts off with the bachelor auction, which really, ladies, who doesn't love a bachelor auction? And Emma's actually trying to bid on another serviceman, which she doesn't win, but her friend Audrey actually bids and wins Oliver.
Yeah.
So as every woman, she decides to use it to her gain and for her pleasure. But unbeknownst to Oliver, that means he is now her construction slave. So not a date, but she gets him to basically do all of the construction on her shop, all the manual labor, and it works out perfectly for Emma until such time that her ex-boyfriend comes into the picture.
Lucas.
And Oliver, thinking he's saving Emma's pride, pretends to be her boyfriend. And Emma hates this because Oliver is the quintessential bachelor. He's cultivated this persona of being a Casanova. He's never been in a serious relationship, and Oliver believes he's meant to be very much his father's son, which is to be, a cheater.
Yeah.
But as their fake relationship develops, Emma actually finds herself falling in love with Oliver, and Oliver the same. But Oliver has a secret, and that secret could rip them apart for good.
And we obviously want people to buy the book to find out what that secret is. But Melissa, I'm going to ask you to educate us very, very quickly, because I'm surrounded by a lot of uncool people who's asked, what is a bachelor's auction? I'm surrounded by a lot of uncool people. Yeah, because my producer wants to know. Yeah.
So it's a small town in Crystal Valley. It's a small town in Crystal Valley, and basically all of the servicemen, so the likes of your hot firefighters, your chief of police, the rest of the police force, so anyone that you could describe as the quintessential man, manly man, they basically get bid on in exchange for a date, and all of those proceeds go to charity. So that's a bachelor auction.
So they managed to raise about 50,000 rand or dollars. You describe Oliver as an Adonis, and we work with one. He's our weatherman, Phil Hawkins. Why are all the people in this town so good-looking? There's not other than the old people, everybody's good-looking.
Because the whole point of a contemporary romance novel is we want to read the fantasy. More often than not, it is the good-looking guy. It is the good-looking best friend. The whole point of a contemporary romance is to have you happily ever after. But that's the reason why you have the other characters, your supporting characters, which are not so perfect. They are flawed in their own ways. But as much as your main characters are good-looking on the outside, they all have their flaws as well. And there's always some element that they have to overcome as part of the novel.
The other thing that I really appreciated about the story is that there's a pace and a wittiness to it. So from the moment that there's this auction and Audrey forces Emma to kind of bid on Oliver, who she doesn't like, but in actual fact, she's got this thing for Mike, who's also a serviceman. Then there's this interesting thing between Margaret, the old lady who comes in the morning and buys her fix, and she also wants. It's almost like everybody wants to see Oliver and Kate together. And Emma together.
Well, everyone else sees the potential that they have as a couple, as everyone talks about when you're young, when you 6 or 7 years old and you like the pretty girl, the boy doesn't know how to deal with it, so he pulls her hair or he pushes her down. This is the adult version of that, where it's the push and pull, it's the snarky comments, it's the constant banter. And that's the element that gets them together. And everyone else sees that. They all see the fact that there's the snarky comments as a curtain for
sexual
the love that
tension
they actually have for each other. And when I say love for each other, obviously when they were friends, they cared for each other as friends. And the love that has grown since then is as a result of them being together in their fake relationship.
Are you an Emma to an Oliver?
Not quite. My husband was actually my preschool sweetheart. So we met when we were 6 and we went to our mini Debs ball together. And sad for us, I moved away when I was 6. And we didn't have a lovely thing called the internet back then to keep in touch. We had no WhatsApp. There was really a lack of technology in our day. But this wonderful concept of Facebook came around. And I found him on Facebook and I stalked him till he married me.
Okay, that's our Melissa Kate, who's good. It had to be you, who's an Emma to an Oliver somewhere. The book is very fun. Go and get it. It's not available just yet. I know it comes out in stores next week, so you will be able to get it. We are previewing a copy that's not even in stores yet.